Hello and welcome along. Today we are taking a look at the Ford TW pack, which has been created for the mod contest by Matt XJS. You get two tractors in the shop. The TW5 and TW15 customized from one, and the TW25 and 35 customized from the other. These look stunning. In all honesty, I have driven one of the I've driven a TW25, and these just look, the attention to detail. Well, they look amazing. The attention to detail on them is incredible. They're fantastic mods. They really are. You've got various options on them. So the ones that I can remember off the top of my head, but we will go through this in more detail in a bit, is the front grille, which I really like the ability to change between the black grille and the grey grille. You can also customize how many beacon lights you have. So you can set it with one on either side, or both, or none if you prefer. And yeah, they just look awesome. I can't see, there's no obvious edges or compromises in the level of detail on the model, or any edges, or it's just, yeah, it's fantastically done. Let's jump inside. We'll jump inside the TW25 and we'll have a look at some of the bits on this. So, lights wise, we have standard headlights and working lights, and rear working lights, so you can cycle through those three. We have indicators, brakes, and just to demonstrate the indicators on this side, we'll do we got the beacon light, and then we got the hazards. So those will work great. So that's all of those. And if we pop inside and just do those, nothing on the console for any of those by the looks of things. Yeah, no changes made on the console with those. Let's just turn those lights out. It does have IC, so press this. Left door, right door, lower back window, upper back window, and sunroof, which is fantastic. Can't open the toolbox to the side or anything like that though. We do have side windows though. Side window and side window. There we go. That's great. I really love that. Only issue I have with the IC control is there's a button there on the lower window. You can't see it when this is extended up here, and you can't see it when it's here. So it can be tricky to know that you have to do that you have to click sort of along the black bar for that. But otherwise, that's a minor thing with this. But it looks, I love the detail on this is absolutely fantastic. We'll jump in the TW15 as well and just do the same in there. So again, indicators all working great. Lights, 3 levels. Brake lights. Do we have a reverse light? No, we don't. On the inside, and beacon lights. And if we look inside, again, we've got the IC for the doors, back window, and side windows and the sunroof, all of which looks fantastic. So round we go again. These are fantastic looking mods. I'm really loving them, and it only gets better. So we're going to jump into the 25 again, because now comes one of my favourite bits of this. Let's start her up. That engine sound is wonderful. That is just absolutely incredible, that engine sound. And it's not an in-game one. That's new. That is, and it's just, I love it. It just makes this tractor sound absolutely wonderful. And if we take it for a spin round the test track quickly, it's just awesome, absolutely awesome. So let's give the suspension a test quickly. So yeah, as is standard with 17, but wasn't on 15. We've got suspension at the front is on the bar and not just wheels popping up and down, so that's excellent. If we have a look at the underside, here's one nice looking tractor, this one really nice looking tractor, over really rough ground. Does well, yeah, and just looks fantastic. Really, really lovely, this tractor. I'll turn this one off and jump in the 15 again. We can hear the sound. Now the sound basically is the same, I believe. That is, yeah, there's no difference in the sound there. But that is, yeah. They sound perfect. Right, so let's go and put this under a little bit of a strain. We have a cultivator just over the other side here. This cultivator, so the TW25 has a horsepower of 156. We will go through all their horsepowers in a moment. I have picked up the horse cultivator, which requires a 160. So this should be able to do this. 4 horsepower should not cause it to be completely underpowered or completely stuck. I think the only thing I miss on these, because I do have another TW25 in game, is a front loader or a front hitch of 3-point link, which would be quite useful. I can't remember whether the TW25s or this era tractor ever came with them, to be honest though. So lowering this down, let's see how it cultivates. And to be honest, that is handling that no problem at all. Looks fantastic doing it as well. And under a little bit of stress, we've got clear smoke normally, and then under stress we've got some black smoke coming out, which is really quite cool. But that is handling that cultivator perfectly, which is what it should do for its power range. So yeah, I like that. That is brilliant. So we'll go park this back up, and we'll have a look in the shop and go through the prices and the various setups. There are a nicer range of options to this. will set it up quite nicely for pretty much whatever you want to use it for. Okay, so we'll turn that off and we will head into the shop here. And going through, there we go. So we have the TW5. So they're listed as TW5 and TW25 in the shop. But in your engine setups for the TW5, that's where you can do the 15. And the same is true for the 25 and 35. So your base price for the TW5 is £13,000. It's £95 a day. It does 122 horsepower. Takes 219 litres of fuel and does 18 miles per hour. To get the 15, we'll add another £7,500 to the price. It ups the maintenance to £125 a day. Ups the power to 134 horsepower. No change on the amount of fuel or the speed. From the options, you have default wheel setup, 70 profile and 65 profile. I think that's the width of the tyre, but I'm not 100% sure. We've got the dark grey grille or the light grey grille. And without beacons, left beacon, right beacon, or both beacons. And those are your basic options on it. There's quite a lot to customize. It's the tire profiles are the ones I'm not so sure about. I do have the actual, if I go back, I do have the actual tractors set up with different profiles. So looking at that, I think it's a width by the looks of things, because that's the standard. That I think is the 70. That is the 65. Yeah. Back into the shop. And so on the TW, prices of these. So the 70 profile is £1,500. The 65 profile is £3,000. To do the light grey grille and the dark grey grille is free. And left beacon is 500, right beacon is 500, and both beacons is 1,000. So price is all very reasonable. Similar thing on the 25 and 35, extra £7,500 for the 35. 70 profile, yeah. So same prices for the tyres, £1,000 for the 70 and 60, and 3,000 for the 65. No charge for grille change cover, and each of the beacons is £500 with £1,000 for both. Base price for the TW25 is £27,000. It's £95 a day maintenance, 156 horsepower, 283 litres in the tank, and 18 miles per hour. And with the 35, 35 ups the price, as I said, by £7,500. It is £125 a day and 187 horsepower. Again, no change in the fuel or speed. So really, actually quite reasonable. Great tractors to add. Not massive amounts of power in comparison to some of the stuff in the game. But for the era they came from, for the age of the tractor, actually really, really nice horsepowers. So we'll head back out. And really, that is all there is to it. Fantastic tractor. I will be giving this 5 stars in the competition. It is just, I love it. And the TW25 will definitely be going into one of my games. I think we have a TW25 currently on Orchard Farm. I think this TW will be replacing it, because This is just absolutely fantastic. So there we go. That is the TW20, the TW pack, the Ford TW pack in the mod competition. Please go check it out. Give it a download. Give it a vote. I think it is fantastic, and we'll be going and voting on it as soon as I've finished recording this. But from me, all that really remains is to say I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.